Hello, hope you're all doing great, and it's really nice to get an opportunity to meet some of you. And I hear that you're some that you're going to be leaving school and hopefully get an opportunity to pursue your dream goals and ambition. So my name's Ruiz, by the way, and I'm one of the co-facilitators and member of ARC Scotland's Divergent Influencers. And I've got autism as well, so if it's any consolation that some of the experiences, challenges that you face will certainly be relatable. And also the other thing is you shouldn't let your autism segregate you from society.
Please make your way to your period 4 class. Period 3 is now ending. Please make your way to your period 4 class.
Period. Okay. That was just an announcement there. So yeah, no, that's really good that we're having more attendees joining in. So yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, that like having autism is like you do have challenges, but it's like you are unique, and sometimes certain things take time to process, but it doesn't mean that you can never get there. It just means that it's like suppose you're traveling from like Edinburgh to another part of Scotland or United Kingdom. Like some people will travel along day one, and some will travel along like the M6. So there's like different ways, different like routes to take. But no matter what route and how long it takes, it's all about the fact that you get there eventually. So you got to have faith in yourself. And
do you want to introduce the workshop?
Oh yes, certainly. Sorry, because I tend to go off in a tangent, but I'll certainly give you a run through of what the workshop will cover and what we're hoping you guys achieve from this workshop. So basically, I've came up with a quote about transition, and I'll read it out to you. So the idea of transition is quite a bumpy ride, and if we don't get it right, it can be a disaster. So in this workshop, we will hear directly from pupils from Carrongrange School in Falkirk about what leaving school is like for them. And I'm really delighted to have an opportunity to introduce pupils, staff, teachers from Carrongrange School who are here to tell us about the highs and lows of leaving school. In other words, the positives and what are the good and bads and about leaving school, and like, are you feeling, basically be honest about how you feel. And if you don't feel comfortable, that's no pressure at all. Basic rule is do what makes you feel comfortable and what you're hoping we are able to hear and support you with.
Do you want to ask people to introduce themselves?
Yeah, so sure thing. So would each of you like to introduce yourself and tell us more about who you are and what your long-term ambitions are?
Well, I can start off introducing myself. So my name's Dean Black. I'm a pastoral principal teacher at Carrongrange High School. My colleague here beside me, let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Debbie Spice. Hi, I'm also a principal teacher at Carrongrange High School. So we work with the transitions quite a bit, working with the pupils through their senior phase.
What we'll do, we might as well just introduce everyone if that's okay. The girls, we can introduce 2 of our senior pupils that will be in a presentation at some point today. Our first pupil is Ellie Haldane. Ellie, if you can come and say hello, and also Rebecca Dunsmore. So I'll let the girls come over and say hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Really nice to meet you.
I'll introduce. And we have one other staff member here as well, and it's Fiona Hickford.
Hello.
Hi.
Now Fiona's class have made an excellent video that everyone will be able to see very, very soon once we get started. I can tell a little bit more about our school if you like just now as well, Louise. Yes, so Carrongrange High School is based in the Falkirk area. Our school has a range of different pupils with different needs at our school, from moderate, severe to severe and complex needs. The school motto is to be all you can be within our school. So we're looking to kind of try and help people be as much as they possibly can be, the best version of themselves, basically. Our vision is to put the children at the heart of all our planning that we do and the decision making, empowering them to live the best lives they possibly can. And the aim is to help our young people have a fun, relevant teaching experience. So health and wellbeing and life skills play a large part of preparing our pupils for life after school too. And our pupils go through a range of different meetings and activities to prepare themselves for life after school. It's supported by parents, carers, staff, and also numerous partners that you'll find out a lot more about in a little bit as well.
That sounds really good, and certainly it's great how you're you're making sure that it sounds like you're doing the best you can to support students, and certainly having additional support needs. It's all about not being like different. It's basically not being like an outsider, because at the end of the day you're a human being, and like I mentioned, you might have a unique way of reaching your goals. You might have a unique route of it reaching your goals, and it might take time, but you'll get there in the end. And
Exactly.
Certainly
It's all involving the pupil. Like, as long as we're working as a team and the pupils have their voice heard and we're listening, like, that's the main goal.
that is really important. Absolutely. And so are any pupils keen to share your experiences, or
Yes.
I think we have a video first. Mrs. Hickford has a video she'd like to share with everyone. Is that okay? And then I think the ladies, they've made a lovely PowerPoint, I think, that has been shared out for everyone that can watch. So I think we'll start with Mrs. Hickford first.
Yeah.
Is it on here? Is it? I think, have you got the link?
we got the yeah,
For a video.
that's right, yeah, for the video.
Tell them it'll be 5 seconds. You're just going to share it.
Not to where we won't be long if we're just finding the link. To give you a run through of what Carrongrange School is like.
Yeah, so we're going to look at various pupils and how their kind of experiences of transition can differ from others. Yeah, so we'll have the videos looking at one set of pupils in class, and another video is the presentation is looking at another one.
So, yep, whenever you're ready, we can press play and have a look. Oh, can you all hear it okay?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hello, my name is Fiona Hickford. I am a teacher at Carrongrange High School. I currently teach young people who are in 5th and 6th year. As part of transition planning, they have been thinking what they want to do when they finish school. We were asked by ARC Scotland to try out a new computer app. The app is called Compass. Compass was created to help young people going through transition make choices about their future. We tried Compass to see if it was suitable for young people who have communication or learning difficulties. I would like to let you see our work and the learning journey we had with ARC Scotland. I hope we have helped them make their app easier to understand, to give more young people a voice about their future. Now it's time to meet my young people.
My name is Daniel. I'm going to Carrongrange High School. I leave school this summer. When I leave school, I want to keep in touch with my friends. I am not keen to go to college, but I do like the college library. I will like to get a job maybe at an animal rescue place, really like hedgehogs. I want to take care of them and keep them safe. I want to stay at home with my dad and sisters. I will to get time on my computer to listen to music.
3. Hey, me, him. 4. My name's Dora.
My name is Connor.
Hello. What is your name?
Hello, my name is Peter.
Go. Hello, my name is Jack. I go to Carrongrange High School and I'm in 5th year. My favourite subjects at school are computing and cookery. I am really good on the computer. I also like trampolining. When I leave school next year, I want to go to college. I want to learn more about computers. I hope to do cookery at college. In the future, I want to stay at home with my mum and dad. I have 3 dogs at home. They are called Wilbur, Lauren and Angus.
Are you ready to do some work? What is your name?
My name is Ava. I'm tired.
Everything reminds me of you, but everything is not enough. Really out by the ocean.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video as well. And I think so far it's looking really good. And certainly, yeah. And looking at the comments, yeah. Trick is challenges. We say inspirational, but we're trying to keep away from the word inspirational and use words like sensational, or it's provided a newer approach, perspective, because yeah, don't get me wrong, inspirational isn't, we think of it as a positive word, but another thing I'd like to point out in that video, what's special and not special. I loved how the guy was like this, thinking that as a matter of fact, you have additional support needs, but it doesn't make you any less human than anyone else in society. That makes sense. So I think it's really good. And equally, you know, another thing I'd like to emphasize is that as human beings, you know, do not feel bad if you don't get things the right way. That applies to staff, anyone, staff, carers, parents who are supporting people with additional support needs, and even folks yourself who have additional support needs. You're bound to make as many mistakes. It doesn't mean you're different to anyone else. It just means that, you know, you're finding a unique way of learning, and I'm sure you're giving it the best you possibly can. So that's some of the comments. And so certainly let's hear from everyone else who are like the young people, the pupils, and anyone in the audience, of what you'd like to share and what you'd like to bring forward to the conference or the meeting.
Yes, so we have a little bit more information about our school and how our school manages transitions and the process that the pupils go through. So we have two of our senior pupils now that are going to talk us through a presentation. The presentation should have been sent over to you guys, and they're going to talk a little bit more about how they're getting ready to leave school and talking a bit more about work experience and things that may prepare them for life after school. So I have two girls, you've met them earlier on, so it's Ellie and Rebecca. They'll come onto screen in a wee second and they'll talk us through the presentation that they prepared for this event. Thank you. Ellie and Rebecca will be here soon. Just 1 second, guys, let's start. Louise, is the presentation ready?
The presentation, sure thing. Sorry, I've got my assistant here, so yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, did I see assistant? Was wrong?
Okay.
Oh, cheers. Cheers. Thanks for bearing with us, guys, because just to give you an update, that like doing a presentation on Zoom, like I've been on Zoom calls before, but when it came to sharing a presentation, I'm fairly new to it. So just to say thank you so much for your patience and understanding, and certainly we're doing the best we can to keep up with the time as well. Because yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's a good quote, kicking out the park. So yeah, so here we have a presentation from Carrongrange School, and it looks like a really interesting presentation about how we get ready to leave school, because I can imagine, as I mentioned earlier, that can be an exciting ride, but it can also lead to mixed emotions as well. So it's really good to see from different individuals and different environments and basically different perceptions and point of views. So there's so many ways to describe things, and over to presenting the presentation of work experience.
Thank you. How we get ready for to leave school.
Yep. So next. Yep.
Sports and relationships. What skills are helping you working together, working as a team, decisions,
different
ideas to the table,
working with pupils you don't know yet. What skills are you learning? Your confidence, some people taking turns to be in charge in different sports. Next.
Okay. Yep.
barista
Next.
skills,
Please.
and barista skills. You need communication skills, active listening skills. You need money skills, timekeeping skills. Yeah.
Next. Okay. Yep.
We talk about what work experience we would like to do before we leave. So we have more of an understanding to get on in life. We know what to expect when we leave. Next.
Yep. Next.
Work experience. How do you choose what work experience we would like to do? We had some options. What work experience we could do to give us an idea what it feels like a work experience is for what we leave and get a job.
House captains. We go through on application and interview progress for the house captains, which has allowed us to gain skills for applications for jobs outside of school.
We do house activities. House captains, we get to choose 2 people, a junior and a senior, for each pupil of a month. We get the whole school involved with the challenges that that the house captains decide to do. Next.
You.
Okay. How would this help us? Me, of course, Ellie Haldane. I'm in Rannoch. My dream job I want to do is be a nursery teacher.
Rebecca, my dream job is to work with kids that get admitted into hospital to play games and arts and crafts.
Okay. Nikki, I have 2 dream jobs. I would like to be an art teacher as I like art and creative, and I like to help each other people, and also would like to be a PE teacher as I'm very sporty and I like to be active.
Sound like really good ambitions to have.
Thank you
for watching.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for sharing as well. Oh, sorry. Yeah, is it? Would you like to say something? Oh, would you like me to ask? Sorry, Ellie. Apologies for that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're really good comments as well. Really positive comments coming from the chat. So, yeah. And take your time if you like to ask any questions as well. Or if you'd like me to ask questions, I'm happy to do so. So
I have a few questions I could ask you, if that's okay. And I'll put you under pressure.
oh yeah, we have.
So, sorry, it's just me, Debbie Spicer. I've just got a few questions just in case anyone would like to hear. So question one, ladies, is tell us what you enjoy about being a senior pupil. So what's the best part of being senior pupils?
I would say like being a mature and also being a leader and also showing an example to the first years and all that.
Yeah, so it's more independence,
Yeah,
and that leadership skills. Yeah, how about you, Rebecca?
Same.
Yeah, I actually help support these ladies in the house captain role. So these are two house captains and they're amazing at what they do. They plan lots of house meets for all the pupils around school and they do lots of activities. So for example, we did a I'm a teacher, get me out of here theme. And by doing this, it gets house points for their team. And they also took part last week in I'm a Pupil, get me out of here, which is amazing. So they're very good at creativity and thinking of loads of ideas. And it's a great thing to build for their CV, isn't it?
Yeah.
For you to lead them. Next week question. So what are you most looking forward to in S6? You enjoy the coffee at the minute, don't you?
Yeah.
The coffee thing, like the barista stuff,
More coffee.
more like coffee skills and like money skills, and also like doing work experience and all that, because that would be a new challenge for us in college.
And so the barista, it's a new thing this year that we're doing. So the pupils are getting trained on how to make coffees and lattes, and they're trying it out. So teachers are ordering coffees and then users come in to serve us with the coffees, which is great. Yes. Let me see. So this one's quite long.
Really good. No problem.
Oh, sorry. Is that anyone else who has other?
Yeah, please
questions.
Feel free to ask as many questions.
Okay. So sometimes it's tricky to find the right work experience for pupils. What can you tell employers that would encourage them to work with young people who have ASN?
I would say like be patient and like give them time.
You've seen Rebecca? Yeah, definitely. It's getting to know the person a bit more, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of like trust
build up the trust.
Yeah, it's building up their confidence too, knowing that someone's there to help them. Yeah, and support them. Yeah. Question 4. So what, if anything, would help you achieve your dream job? So what would help achieve your job of being a nursery teacher, do you think, Ellie?
I would probably do that. Do that on my work experience, because that's what I'm thinking of doing for my work experience, doing a nursery, and then I would have all the qualifications so I could just easily get into one.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Rebecca? What type of job? I think you mentioned that to me, was it yesterday? What job are you thinking of applying for your work? Yeah, because then that gets you into the hospital, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely. So question 5, what might get in the way of achieving your dream job? So what do you think the difficulties could be?
Try to do the application.
Yeah, application's quite difficult. Yeah. And you know you can come to teachers as well for that. Yeah, and we've got Ross Kelly, who's quite good at helping us with CVs. Yeah. And last one, if you could say anything at all to the people in power in our country about helping young people with ASN, what would you say?
I would say more support and like just like let them take their time, like let them like have their speech, and then yous can like say.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you, ladies.
I like
very
that
much.
quote, and in fact, they're really good. The ideas
Yeah.
and that you're sharing. Sorry, I interrupted you. Would you like to finish or
No,
add
keep
anything else?
And
No worries.
I've got any more questions, so.
Yeah, and if there are any questions that have suddenly popped up, you're certainly welcome to ask them. So yeah, I really like how you're given an opportunity to share your honest ideas, because particularly with having a certain, like having additional support needs, you know, you need to know. That's the thing. If you rush things, you know, like, fair enough, you might learn how to work in a short time frame, but realistically, sometimes you don't process things sufficiently, and when you do things in a rushed form, it's like you can't. It's really difficult to complete things 100%. So in order for things to, and of course, you can't always get things 100%, but you know, you need to. That's the thing. You got to take your time, and you know, and always. I mean, don't. I obviously don't want to sound patronising by saying this, but I think for any human beings, whenever you do any challenges, always recognise that if you feel like you could have done better, I mean, at least the least you're doing is you're giving it a try. You have an ambition, you have the intention, but you just need to like try out sample the strategies, test them out, and as they say, test waters as a metaphoric term. So I think it's, you know, it's really good that, and if there's anything that you feel like that needs to improve, I can certainly ask questions as well, because and it's basically to anyone who are watching, who are spectating, basically anyone who is in the meeting, if you have anything you'd like to say or ask, or something that could be better. And I think a burning question is, from Janice Stevenson, I'd like to know if the ladies wash the dishes after making the lattes and coffees.
Well, days. He does the dishes. It's all takeaway mugs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to clean the coffee
We have to-
machine.
yeah.
And stuff
At
like
the
that. You get
end,
trained in that, don't you?
You get like 10 or we get 15 minutes to clean everything. 15
that's quick.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to get everything in a little grey tub and then take it over and then wash it and then rinse the big buckets. And
amazing.
Yeah, well, and certainly have a time management as too, which is quite crucial. And because in the work atmosphere, and I think the other thing I'd like to emphasize, and I hope I'm not taking up some time, because if you do have, thank you, Ellie, from Janice Stevenson. So yeah, really sorry, Ellie and Rebecca, I mixed up your names earlier because I realised the one with the yellow, Ellie, that's Ellie and Rebecca. So yeah, no, it's really good. I don't want to say to speak too soon, because just to double check. How are we doing for time?
You've got about 5 minutes.
5 minutes, sure, 5 minutes. Okay, have to be a bit time conscious as well. So yeah, we've got 5 minutes left of the interview, or the conference, or the chat. Let's just call it the chat, because it gives it that nice relaxing. Because ideally, folks, we want you to feel like you're in a relaxed atmosphere. We don't want you to feel like you're under pressure and you're being yourself. You're like you're at home. Put it this way. I mean, no, you're not at home as such, but you know, you in your heart, you're like you're at home. You're being who you are. So, yeah.
There's a week. So which was the best house challenge that you have helped with? So what's been the best one?
I'm a teacher.
Why
I would say
teacher?
I would say for me, I'm the teacher. Get me out of here. Because I'm the student. Get me out of here because I was so excited to pour the water over my head. I was like so happy. Like after lunchtime, I was running down to that hallway, having the fun, pouring it all down me.
There you go. So there's
Really
Mrs.
good.
White, and I think they enjoyed making the teachers do bus trucker trials.
Yes.
I think you did a bit too much, didn't you?
Yeah.
'Cause you made me throw ice over me, and I had no towels or clothes to get changed into.
You can blame Mr. Black.
I know,
Got it first.
Mr. Back on it as well.
He did it.
He wasn't a fan of the baby food, was he?
No.
So it was an eating challenge, and the teachers had to
It was
guess what they're eating.
Mashed banana, baby food.
It was mashed banana, baby food, and it was cold
Jelly.
pasta.
Yeah.
It was cold
Oh,
pasta.
lemon cubes.
Yeah, jelly cubes.
Fishy
Yes.
baby food.
It was fishy baby food. It wasn't the nicest.
It sounds like food for thought. No pun intended there.
There you go. It sounds like your staff are good at being up for a laugh.
Yeah.
Baby food.
Definitely. Because it's about having, that's the whole point, is about having fun and also being creative as well, doing things that, you know, that might appear different. I mean, the word would be bizarre or odd to people, but I'd like to say the word different or, you know, unique, because that's the reality. I mean, like we don't want you to feel like you're over. There's a limit to saying to people that you're unique, but as a human being, you're unique in your own ways. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really good. That, and from what I'm sensing and from what I'm hearing, it sounds like, you know, and if there's anything you like to that feels that needs to improve, that's perfect. That's perfectly okay. And if you feel like, you know, you're being supported the right way, that's also really, really outstanding thing to hear as well, because like not every school can do what you some of you can do. So I think this is, from what I'm making out so far, I think this is sounding really positive and really promising and really accessible. And yeah. And unfortunately, we are out of time, and just want to say to everyone who's been part of the meeting and who's participated, thank you so much for taking your time, and certainly thank you so much for sharing some stories that should, you know, motivate, encourage, and of course, assist society of seeing the world in a sort of unique way. Because the thing is, if you keep using the stereotypical approach, then you can't really go anywhere in life. So if you like find a unique way, and it's like when you travel places, put it this way, if you keep taking the same route, you're not going to know your city or town really well. So if you take different routes, you get familiar with the area. And that's a similar analogy that has a connection with how life is. That makes sense. And thank you so much once again. And huge round of applause to Carrongrange and everyone taking part in the audience. Thank you so much, and hopefully meet again soon.
No, thank you so much for letting us be part of it. I really enjoyed sharing our school.
Yes.
Yeah. And hopefully see you all soon. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yep, you've got all the positive feedbacks in the chats as well. So,
yeah.
You know, keep doing what you're doing, and never be afraid to try out new challenges. Thank you.
Thank
And
you. Bye.
have a lovely day. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
See you soon.
Yeah.